Willie, with no Jermod this spring, how have you seen Ricky kind of up his intensity, up his game, and maybe just kind of hone his craft even more? Maybe even off the field as a leader as well.
Yeah, he's, he finished strong last year, right? I mean, he might have been, he was definitely playing his best football at the end of the year. And some of the things that we talked about after the season is to, what's going to take the next step forward, moving forward. And it was going to be his leadership. He's extremely smart. Obviously, he's talented with his athleticism, and he made a bunch of plays for us in moments that really mattered. Okay, so we wanted to, we said, look, let's get better at, pushing the guys in a meeting room. You know what I mean? Be a leader as far as, because they're going to respect you because you're one of the, the best players, and he's done that. He's really been elite this spring and this off season. His attention to detail, both on and off the field, have been tremendous. He's really good teammate. He's picking a guy up that's down, which is one of those young players, and then obviously he's praising them when they do it right. So his growth as a leader has been tremendous ever since the season is finished, both on and off the field.
Kind of in that same vein, how do you deal with the frustration of having to replace Jermod, even if it's a short period of time, or do you just figure these things are going to happen?
Yeah, I mean, we all know that, at whatever time the injuries happen, that you're going to have to be and adapt and adjust. And, everybody says it all the time, next man up. We know that Jermod's going to be back. We know he's a great player. We know he's a great leader. He's doing an unbelievable job. Just the same thing I just said about Ricky is ×2 with him. I mean, he's engaged. He's actually growing as a player, even though he's not physically going through it. He's setting the example. He's leading it. But I'm not frustrated. I think that's I wouldn't look at it that way. Here's an opportunity for some of these new and young guys, or even some of the older guys, right? Get quality reps of getting better, making us better. We're not going to be elite unless we are, we got enough depth where we can play, the 3-4 corners in a game, the 4 to 5 safeties in a game, at the star position, the 2-3 guys. The more depth we have, especially the way this is set up right now, college football, man, you're going to need everybody. So it gives everybody else an opportunity to make, to give us, a chance where we can build and become a better defense.
Patrick and Casey.
Willie, you got some over here. You got some young guys in your group. What are some of your impressions of guys like Ty, Trey, Tim?
Yeah.
I think that's all of them.
All those new guys, man. I think the entire group on our program, we've been excited as a staff. I mean, let me start off by there. We all talk about it all the time from the second that they all were here to now. And it's not just our group, It's really the entire thing, which makes it even better, But the new guys, man, they've a lot of those guys are very prideful, man. State champions, they've won, they're used to it. Now you're coming to an elite program, and they've been getting quality reps, like I just said. I mean, that's the great thing about it, and they're getting better. You can see it. The leadership in the group has really helped with that. And we challenged them again. It wasn't perfect today. We made some mistakes, but I think we finished strong. We finished with, and we were talking about that just the other day as a staff, and presenting it to the players, about it may not go right early, and it went pretty good in the beginning of practice, and in the middle we made some mistakes that next play, snapping clear, and they come back and finish it strong. And the new guys are a part of it, so gives them the opportunity. We're excited about them. I mean, every single one. We're putting them in there with I don't care if it's the first group, the second group, the third group, but we've been doing it since we've been here, and it builds confidence. It also builds unity, and it develops your depth.
Casey in the back.
What have you seen from Boo in terms of being able to balance taking some offensive reps, but also not letting his defensive side of the ball take a dip this spring?
Yeah, he we were talking about it as a group. He's grown so much. He is watching. You don't have to. He's watching a lot more film on his own. He comes in. He's in the building longer. He's in there early. He's leaving late. You can see it, the guys see it, and it's showing up on the field, you know. And yeah, he's made a really couple good plays today where he wouldn't have got it, he wouldn't have clicked it off. You know, we're giving him more on defense. We're giving him more responsibility. He has to set our defense, man. He's the guy on our offense. I mean, on our defense, it's just like the quarterback on offense. He's got to get the alignment set, and he's got to make the checks, and he's very confident. And but I think he's putting a lot more work, you know, off the field. That's really helping him.
Anything else? Eric, and then Ryan?
Kind of a follow-up to that, when you said he's kind of the quarterback of the defense, for the entire defense or just for like your
Well, we're
secondary?
talking about the back end, but really he does affect the front, you know. I mean, where he's at, you know, he's got to communicate, and he wasn't doing that on a consistent basis. And we get that. He's a new player, so we kind of like didn't give him so much of it, you know what I mean, where you had experienced guys like Will Brooks back there, you know, where he can actually help him through the process, but he's taken more, okay, like I said, a lot more leadership to it, and he's putting more time into it, and he's learning how to be that leader that he needs to be.
Who are the main guys getting work at the Star behind Boo? Is there anyone who's kind of stepped forward there?
Yeah, you know, we've you know, obviously besides Boo, you know, we've got Jalen doing it. We've got Dylan Lewis doing it. We've got Trey Boteet doing it. We're trying to be careful how much of the new guys we give it to it. There's guys that you know, about playing two positions right now. So a couple of them have not done that. The guys I just mentioned it to you. Those have been the main events. We always got, you know, a turn time. We've always got some of the other guys that have got experience, you know what I mean? But those right now are the guys.
He's a safety, but second year for Jacoby Thomas, what's the difference in his?
Yeah.
Just being in the program
Yeah,
now?
I don't want to sound like I'm repeating myself over and over some of these guys. Confidence, you know, you playing the inside positions, you know, at the safety or the star position, you've got to make a lot of adjustments, a lot of communication. You know, they're going to go off on you. And he's being more productive on a consistent basis in practice, which is good to see. Build some confidence for him and also for us on the defense.
Just listing off who's at corner right now, Jalen McMurray, Ricky Gibson, the freshman, Gorey, who else am I missing? William Wright, anybody else? Brazel.
No, you named them, yep.
Okay.
All those guys, yep. That's really good for us. It really is. I mean, those guys are really talented guys, you know, and you can see the young guys catching on, you know, and it's only going to help us moving forward.
Caleb Beasley played corner in high school, played corner last year, now getting some more run at safety. Like, why make that move? Kind of what do you like about him back there, and how's he adjusted to a different spot?
We think we've got guys that are talented. We want them to have an opportunity to start. You know, that's how it's always been here. We want to make what and he's a versatile player like a lot of these guys. He's smart, he's talented, he's athletic. We just, you know, let's move Bees around to give them the opportunity to win a job, you know, and that's how we are when we feel like some of all the other guys, you know. That's why we did it, because we're not locked in that he's just going to be playing in, you know, at the safety position, right? He's capable of playing star, and we're gonna move him there too, you know what I mean? So, but we're going to give him an opportunity first to, you know, learn this, you know, at the safety position, and then we'll move him there too at the star position too. We want as many guys that can actually handle it like him, you know what I mean, to be able to. He can actually go and play corner if we wanted to right now. He knows exactly what the position's like, you know, but we think that he really be very, very productive inside too.
How has Jermod handled the injury and just the rehab? Is he
Yeah,
you know?
he has been outstanding, you know. The first day I met Jermod, man, I was kind of like, man, is this guy for real? You know, I'm talking about the personality. We already knew about him as a player, but man, he's the same dude every day, and he's just growing as a leader. He's out there every day. He's actually coaching guys in the room. You know, and I told him that's how you're going to stay involved in this thing and become an elite corner, is that you don't really have to physically do it. You can do it mentally. And not that he's not taking care of business, man, because he is in his rehab. And so he's been outstanding. You know, again, I know it sounds like the same guy, but it's just the culture of the group. I mean, they're competing every single day in that meeting room, and making good decisions off the field.
Thank you, Coach.
Yep.